Hello there, my RPG lovers, and welcome to another video. Today we have a couple of interesting topics about Greedfall. Spiders have released a new gameplay video on Twitter, and even though it's really short, I would say it's one of the best gameplay footage we had so far. I also want to talk about the world of Greedfall and how open is it, because some people seem concerned when they heard that Greedfall won't be an open world game. Before we dive deep into this video, consider subscribing for more RPG stuff, because that's what I'm all about. This new gameplay video is in lower quality, but that doesn't matter because we have some interesting stuff going on right from the beginning. Before the player started the fight, he applied one of the elemental files to his weapon. This is the skill that I covered when we talked about the skill tree and everything we know about it so far. Then we can hear Siora talking on native language for the first time ever, I believe. Siora is the daughter of the native chief and one of the 5 available companions that you can recruit. The natives have their own language and spiders actually hired a linguist to help them create it. It's a mashup of Flemish, Breton, Gaelic and Irish. If this is not attention to detail, I don't know what it is, and it's really appreciated, especially if we take in consideration how small this studio is. And the last thing I want to talk about in this trailer is when the player uses the magic ability. This is actually a special ability because we can see the Fury bar getting depleted when he casts the spell. We talked about the Fury mechanic in one of my previous Greedfall videos. It's apparently this special ability that you'll be able to use once the bar is full. In one of the videos about Greedfall, we could actually see that every weapon has a Fury generation stat, and the amount of generated Fury on hit will depend on the weapon type and quality. I'm guessing that we'll be able to unlock different Fury abilities from the skill tree probably, since I'm pretty sure that the player in this gameplay footage is wearing some native armor and he chose Siora as a companion. This Fury ability might be connected with the natives. Just a wild guess. Now let's talk about the world of Greedfall and how open is it actually. Ever since Spider said that Greedfall is not an open world game, some people were like, meh, screw this. But based on everything we know about the world so far, it's far from being overly restricted on where you can go. And the size of the areas look decent and really open. The main map of the game is C4G Island, but you will start the game in the city called Serene. This is the part of the old world that is struck by Malik or Plague. Once you leave Serene, you can never go back, but it really seems like we'll have a bunch of stuff to do here. I talked about this particular city before and how it seems that we'll be able to explore the vicinity of the city as well. Almost the half of this map, including the city, looks explorable. The city itself looks pretty big in some shots, and even the developers once said that this will be a lengthy prologue island. So it's not just a prologue city, it's a prologue island. C4G, on the other hand, works differently. Once you arrive, you'll have one area unlocked, and as you progress and earn influence, you will unlock new areas and quests. Similar to how Dragon Age Inquisition functioned. All areas we've seen so far look vast and open. There will be dungeons to explore, quests to do, and everything else you would expect from an RPG. You just won't have all the areas unlocked straight away. And even though I myself prefer a truly open world, I think that this design fits well for Greedfall. This game will be focusing a lot on the player choices and consequences, and the narrative in general. So far we've seen quite a few different areas, so I'm pretty sure terrain diversity won't be an issue. If you really hate the fact that you'll not be able to explore everything from the beginning, you will have a problem with this world design. But honestly, I really think that some people are overreacting when it comes to this, because they maybe think that Greedfall will be really linear. I'm pretty sure that this won't be the case, so relax, it won't be linear. And by the way, don't make me say that word again, please. Linear. I think that based on all info we have so far and the regular updates from Spiders, it's safe to say that Greedfall will be at least a really decent role-playing game. I know that previous titles were not so globally well received, they always had a cool idea for the game, but they lacked a good execution. Greedfall seems to have everything. Good narrative with meaningful role-playing choices, gameplay looks really solid, and we also have a really unique 17th century inspired setting. If you want to hear more about this game and RPGs in general, you're on the right channel. Make sure to subscribe and press the thumbs up button if you like the video. Special thanks to my Patreons, and if you as well want to become one, all the links are in the description. See ya in the next one.